HarperCollins presents The Fallen by Michael Wood, read by Stephanie Beattie. Chapter 1. Tuesday the 7th of December 2010. Andrea Barnes should have been winding down her work duties, handing everything over to her second-in-command and making sure they knew what to do in her absence, not hurtling through the streets of Sheffield on a mercy dash for a man she didn't even like. She should have known this would happen. Every time she had some time off or was preparing to go on holiday, something always spoiled it. She was beginning to think all those months at spinning class, firming up her bum to fit into a £125 bikini, had been a waste of time. Would she ever feel golden sand between her toes? This time, Iain Kilbride had failed to show for work, again. So a replacement driver had to be found at short notice, which would cost the company extra money. This also meant that a coachload of pensioners would be late setting off for a tinsel and turkey Christmas lunch in Leeds. Under normal circumstances, Andrea would have left a note with her assistant to fire Iain if he dared to show his face while she was soaking up some winter sun. But, despite Claire Wilkins being a wizard at admin, she was lousy at discipline. Iain would have to be fired face to face, and that required a manager. Without slowing down, without indicating, Andrea turned left into Staley Lane. She returned the two-fingered salute she received from the prick in the Audi behind, and turned left again into the private car park of Hallam Grange Close. The concrete block of flats was nothing special, soulless boxes for the divorced and the widowed. Pathetic window boxes and limp hanging baskets tried to add a dash of colour to the grey, but it was a feeble effort. At this time of year, and in these temperatures, everything was dead. Andrea parked her Vauxhall next to Ian's Skoda and climbed out. There was a bitter chill in the air, and a stiff breeze cut through her polyester uniform. She couldn't wait for her holiday to begin. Goodbye freezing Sheffield, and hello sunny California. She had checked the weather over breakfast, and it was currently in the mid-20s in Pasadena. Sheffield wasn't even close to double figures. She marched to the main entrance and pressed the buzzer for the ground floor flat. She waited. Andrea was well known for her impatience and was seething well before the echo of the buzzer had carried away on the breeze. She buzzed again, leaving her finger pressing hard on the button, her fingertip turning white. An elderly man in a dressing gown and walking with a frame slowly came into view through the toughened glass of the front door. "Do you have to do that? I can hear it right through my flat. He's obviously not in." "He obviously is," Andrea shouted back, "because his car is still here." "I can't let you in." "Why not?" "You could be anyone." "I'm his boss. I want to see if he's all right." It wasn't technically true, but the old man didn't need to know that. "Have you got any ID?" "Bloody hell! Who do you think I am, a suicide bomber?" "You can't be too careful." "Oh, for God's sake," she muttered under her breath. Andrea rifled around in her handbag for her purse. Opening it, she found as many forms of ID as she could. "Take your pick. Driver's licence, work pass, credit card, gym membership, another credit card, Boots Advantage card, library card, Waterston's Club card, credit card, Nectar card, donor card. Will any of those do?" The old man opened the door. "There's no need to be sarcastic." "You know what your trouble is? You've got too much time in your hands," Andrea said, barging past the elderly man. As she passed the open door to his flat, she felt a blast of nuclear heat coming from within. She headed straight for Ian's flat. Andrea knocked on the door hard with her leather-gloved fist. She didn't wait for a reply, but knocked again harder. "You'll have the door off," the old man said, moving slowly towards her with his walking frame. From the floor above, a tall young man with a shaved head was coming down the stairs, putting a knitted hat on. "What's all the banging about?" "Have you seen Iain lately?" Andrea asked. "Not since last night." "Did he say anything?" "No, I don't really know him. We say hello, that's about it." She knocked again, louder this time. "Iain, it's Andrea. Can you open up, please?" she shouted, her voice resounding off the walls in the foyer. Andrea crouched down.
Sample complete. Ready to continue?